Hello and welcome, everyone. Good morning. So nice to see all you today. Sunday morning here in Bangkok. It's actually a beautiful Sunday morning here in Bangkok, Thailand. And today we're going to be talking about a subject that is very near and dear to many of your hearts, and that is being prepared to date a Thai girl. I have to tell you, um, I've got a not pragmatic, a systematic little list I'm going to go through here. Hi, Ty Guy Brian. Good to see you, man. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go through pragmatically, kind of some of the things that you want to know, and then I'll give some time for some questions. Excuse me. Hmm. Live stream. What can you do? Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Tim. First, it's good to see everybody in the chat. I've said good morning to all of you. Great to see some of you. I haven't seen you in a while. So, number one, what's the first thing you need to do to be prepared to date a Thai girl? Oh, well, I would say the number one thing you need to do is be the best version of you can possibly be. Hello, Anon and Lyle. And I'm going to break that down. Just patience. What I mean by that is Thai women, yeah, Thai women, for the most part, okay, even in nightlife areas and other spots, tourist heavy spots like that, where you find a lot of entertainment venues, etc., you will find that even with those girls, it's not to separate them from other girls. I'm just saying it's a if you go to Pattaya, for example, or Phuket, or one of the tourist traps, the kind of overarching sentiment is the same, right? And that is, um, be kind and be humble. If you are nice to a Thai girl, if you're nice to her and you're kind and you're humble, you don't have to be wealthy. A lot of people think that you have to be wealthy, and that makes for some kind of instant connection. Now, I'm not going to lie. If you are wealthy, then you're probably going to have much more fun over in Thailand than you would if you're someone like me who is not. But oh, Mr. Live My Ass Off, hey Rockstar, happy Sunday, come to Smoothie, just throwing it out there, hashtag opportunity. Brother, might be taking you up on that pretty soon. Just to be honest, I might be coming down that way. Because I'm going to have to I got to get out of Bangkok. I got to take a weekend or something. Charles says, be honest with who you are and what you are there for. Absolutely. 100%. I agree with that, Charles. I agree. 1000%. I agree. And sorry, guys, I haven't had my morning dose of sugar. So I want to say this. The Thai culture is built upon, for the most part, again, these are generalizations, so don't take them to heart. Just get the information that you need from it. The Thai culture is built around peace and harmony and sabai, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. And that's just how they operate around here. You don't find, hey, Roger McGee, good to see you, bud. You don't find a lot of, Roger threw me off of my train of thought. Yeah, it's all right, Roger. I forgive you. Hippie goes, nah. Mike says, I always say to Thai women, hi, I'm wealthy and very humble. So far, mixed results. Looking forward to this live stream. Take the wealth factor out of it for a second, because that's where a lot of misconception comes in about Thai girls. So I've had a Thai girlfriend now for, I don't know, somewhere around 2 years off and on, but we've been together solid for the last year. And guys, I'm not wealthy. I'm not wealthy. She's not wealthy. She's a girl from Eastside that wanted to make money for her family, so she became a professional masseuse. She does regular, normal Thai massage. There's no hanky panky, none of that stuff. And I'm really, really grateful for that. Like, she really will not work at a place that does anything scandalous, let's say. Thank you for dropping the PayPal app. The PayPal link there, Robert. I greatly appreciate it. Any and all contributions always appreciated. Goes towards equipment and travel. And it keeps this channel running. So appreciate that, guys. Anon says respect and honesty is necessary. Trying the best to understand the culture and religion goes massively far. That's 100% correct, Anon. And the reason I'm trying to break this down into such a small thing is, I'm trying to give you a basis, right? Griffin says it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. That's a great comment, Griffin. I like that. Mike says you're right, man. Be a good guy, and the world is your oyster. I think so. I think being good. I think being the character, the good. Because a lot of these, a lot. Your average, and when I say average, I just mean the general population of Thai women, right? That are going to be in your dating pool. Guess what? There is no real dating pool here in Thailand. I mean, I guess you could stretch that a little bit and say there's a nightlife dating pool, and there's a this, that, and the other. But I'm talking about in terms of like age ranges and that kind of thing. Tim says my problem is I cannot find a lady, girl, woman who accepts me as me. You will. Just keep trying, and don't ever change it. Don't ever change for someone else. If you want to be a humble, kind person, do it because you want to do it, not because you want to see, not because you want to make somebody else happy. It won't work. If you try to change for somebody else, it ain't happening. That's just not true. I mean, in some cases it is, but it's just not true. Not for the type of women I date. Mega, whatever your name is. That's nah. I cannot change. It's me. Fair enough. Fair enough, Tim. And I just that's my whole point. Don't change, unless you want to, for you. So if you're perfectly happy with the person that you are, and your character and your demeanor and all that stuff, and you're happy with who you are, then it's not going to matter, because self-confidence reflects, right? And women see that, and other men see it, other people see it. Sometimes that can be a real blessing, but you don't have to. I'm thinking the right way to say this. You don't really have to force things here in Thailand. Here's what I got. That's right, Charles. That's a very good point. You're an ATM if you're looking for the wrong girl. True. Tim says, I like me. I just want to find someone else that likes me, of the female variety. I understand, Tim. I understand. And we're going to talk about how to do that. I would say that for the most part, it is crucial that you are not a violent person with a bad attitude. I want to say that to be absolutely And now I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to be absolutely clear on this. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. Ty Guy Brown says good people attract good people. Try and learn the culture and be open-minded. 100%. So one of the things that a lot of men get hung up with is there's only nightlife girls to date here in Thailand. There can't be anybody else. There's a whole country full of really, really, really good women over here that you can date. That will just be so just selfless. I mean, just so selfless, man. It's such a blessing when you finally find a girl. Look, you may not get the most attractive girl in the land. You may not get the everything that you're looking for in a whole pack. When does that happen, right? There's compromise and consensus, and there's going to be ups and downs in every relationship, right? But for you guys that are getting ready to come over here as Thailand starts its reopening, who knows how that's going? I turned off all my notifications for news and everything else. I don't even want to hear about it. I'll do a video, catch you guys up on it in a couple weeks or something. But my girl, for example, so she works about 12 and a half hours a day. She works 28 days a month. No, 27. She can work 27 or 28 days a month. Okay. She never complains. Not once. And before she goes to work, she gets up, same time I do. She cooks. She cooks my breakfast and lunch every day. And I take it to work with me and eat it every day. When I get home, or when she gets home at night, and after she does her little routine of getting undone or whatever, what do you think this girl does? She comes over. The first thing she does is wants to know, have I eaten yet? I can't stress that enough. If you get a Thai girl and you see her 3 times, and all 3 times she asks you, have you eaten yet? You got a girl. It's that simple. If they're asking you, have you eaten yet? They only say that out of 2 reasons: courtesy or curiosity, right? So, and I don't mean the curiosity like just have you had food in your body. I mean like that's their way of saying, are you okay? Is everything all right? They're always, everything in Thailand wants to be peaceful. We realize that we always have governments in every country that are going to do different things that are going to make life a little, challenging from time to time. Certainly the case here and everywhere else, but it's part of life, man. And the other thing is, you have to understand that it's like the Thai girl. What you give into a relationship with the Thai girl over here is what you're gonna get back in the end. Okay, because for the first, I don't know, depending on what girl you get, it may last a month, it may last 100 months. I don't know, but at some point, she's gonna let you know how she feels about you. And that's another thing. I haven't seen a whole lot of Thai girls that are just straight out with their emotions, right? You don't see a lot of hand holding and hugging and kissing and stuff like that goes on in public here in Thailand. I see some. I'm not talking about, listen, guys, I'm not talking about Pattaya, Phuket. I'm not talking about those places. I'm talking about if you're over here and you go to a mall, right, and you see a Thai couple, they might be holding hands, Or you see an expat couple. You see an expat with a Thai girl. Maybe holding hands. I will tell you, maybe holding hands, but they're not going to be hugging and kissing and stuff in public. Let me tell you this. There is about a 0.0001% chance. No, a 0.0001% chance that anybody could come over here, okay, and not find a girlfriend. That's one of the beauties. This is one of the things that I've noticed. Okay, Charles has got a challenge up. Charles, I love you, man. He says, challenge for every $15, I will add 5. Help me help the family. Yes, this is the DoMoreLife family, and we love to help each other. So make Charles pay by all means. Charles, thank you, buddy, for the challenge. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the person that sent me a message. I appreciate that very, very much. Anon says, ATM, that's where understanding the culture comes into play. There are bad people and families here. Understanding culture helps you avoid them. That's true. Charles says, my girl always asks every day if I've eaten yet. That means she cares, bro. Thai guy, bro, Thai girls and food be like, yeah. I'm going to tell you something else, too. I have never seen any human beings eat as much as people in the Thai culture, okay? I mean, just massive amounts of food. And for the most part, Roger says, have you eaten yet is akin to a greeting in Thai. It can be. It definitely can be. But there's also a lot of, it's one of those things you got to read into. I didn't catch it when I first got here, but after being here 3.5 years, I've caught on to the difference in have you eaten yet or have you eaten yet? I've caught on to the difference. So, you know, Cash App or PayPal, Charles says. Okay, fair enough. That's for the challenge. Scott says just watch the full 15-second Disney ad. Hopefully it helps your channel. It's against all YouTube policies and regulations to tell anybody to watch ads. I don't tell anybody to watch ads, but Scott, I know what your intentions were there, and I'm not even sure if I can say I appreciate it or not. Just to be honest with you, because of YouTube's policies. But so back to the whole dating scene, what it means, what's in it for you. It's not that difficult, okay? And you can come over here, live the dream. You can do more life. What's up, Giovanni? Good to see you, man. You can do more life over here. You can do so much. You can just have so much life over here if you really want it, right? And as I grow older, I'm learning to adjust to the situation around me, right? YouTubers need code words to get, yeah. Well, we use a lot of code in here, Scott, but I just hadn't had that happen before. Hello, Joshua from Arkansas. Good to see you. So now there's another set of guys that wants to come over here and just date in the entertainment nightlife zone. There's no problem with that either. I'm going to tell you right now. I have met some of the kindest people in Pattaya, in the heart of Pattaya, doing what they do in Pattaya. And I've made some really awesome, trustworthy friends. And I know that's hard to say when you're talking about those, you think that category of this culture, and you can't trust them. You can't trust them. I would say that in 90% of the cases, that's probably true. If you look back at my original coming to Jesus moment, it was a video called "A Few Rules for Men Who Vacation in Pattaya." Currently, it's got about, I don't know, It's approaching 3 million views. It's a 7-minute video. It's worth watching. That was how I felt when I first got here. I shot it about, how long did I shoot that? But I'd been here about 6 or 7 months when I made that video. And that kind of gave my perspective, which is probably most people's perspective, on Thailand. See, just like I'm not even going to say that. Just like some news outlets mislead or put out some misinformation sometimes, the same happens on YouTube or on dating websites and all that stuff. You get a bunch of bad information and you think that, oh, well, this is how I have to handle myself, right? And I got to be the biggest, baddest mofo down in Pattaya to get the girls' attention. No. First of all, if you think you're the biggest, baddest dude ever, you will get your ass handed to you quicker than anybody else. Because once you pick a fight with a Thai, you're not fighting one person. You're going to be fighting however many Thais are within earshot of the commotion. You're going to be fighting all of them and the cops. So, what's wrong with my forehead, Tim? Ooh, got an interesting little troll there. Hang on a second, guys. Oh, somebody's already hit him. Okay, good. All right, Tiger Bright says some would call it a 5-head, Tim. It's big. Thanks, Tim. Giovanni said, oh, Roger said, wait. Anon says the food is such that Thai girls don't gain much weight unless they eat too much Western food. That's been the secret, really, over here. Because I've never understood how they could eat so much food and still stay so thin. It's like it's or not so thin, but thin. Certainly, they don't gain a lot of weight. Ty Bright, yes, they would, says Tim. Lyle says he is trying to say it's getting bigger. My forehead? That's probably because I'm losing my hair. It is what it is. So you guys hit me with some questions, because the real story behind all this is if you want to have a successful relationship with the Thai girl or Thai lady, Thai woman, whatever, you're going to have to adapt a little bit to the culture. And when I say adapt, I don't mean you have to change yourself for who you are. That's not what I mean. I mean that there are certain aspects of the culture that you're going to have to adapt to. Okay? And that may be a blessing for you, or it may be a total curse. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm looking at the comment section over there. So really, guys, I'm definitely interested in your questions, because there's so many misconceptions about what it is to date a Thai girl, right? What it is to date a girl in the entertainment zone, right? What's it like? And I will tell you, out of all the Anon's got a suggestion in the comments for you guys. There's a. I knew I didn't want to read that because I was going to lose my train of thought. If you have a Thai girlfriend already and you're in the States or Europe or wherever you are, you're not, your daily life, your daily culture How's that, Tim? Your life and your daily culture is going to change, or it's different if you're from the States or from England or from anywhere like that, right? So, if you're going to plan on dating a Thai girl the same way that you date in your home country, it's just not going to work out for you, man. I mean, most likely it won't. So, yeah, it is what it is. And listen, here's the biggest argument that people face when it comes to dating Thai women, okay, is that they're a walking ATM, or you're a walking ATM. That is simply not the case. It's just not. In normal Thailand, if you're in an entertainment zone, or if you're in an entertainment district or tourist trap, yeah, you're probably just an ATM. How do you avoid not just being an ATM? Have you tried getting to know the girl that wants your money? So spend a little time, try to get to know the people. And it's not, it's really not rocket science, and it's not hard to do either. Charles says, my girl is so tiny, she says pum pui when she is full. No way, I always point to mine and tell her nope. There you go. Tim says, I can adapt to much about anything, but I have a hard time putting my head around paying the family of a lady to date her. Yet, you don't have to listen. I have never sent this girl's family one single baht. Never. Been together two and a half years on and off. 1 year solid. Okay? I've never sent her family one penny. Not once. So there's, I mean, I just thought I would, it's always my mission on here to be kind of transparent with you guys, but I also have to be a little bit careful because I don't want to give away too much information, but I will tell you that it's just different over here, and it's something you have to adapt to. So here's my don'ts for you. And I got playlists on this. You can go to my playlist, what not to do in Pattaya. I got a playlist on what not to do in Thailand. You can go check those out. They're on my homepage. Just scroll down the playlist until you find one that you want to look at. Look at the videos there. That's all from my experience. Let's see here. Ooh, somebody sent $10 on the Cash App. I got an email from the Cash App that said I got $10. Let's see. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, brother, but I appreciate it very much. Yeah, there it is. And I'll just put that. I'll cover all the information up, and I'll cover your face up too. Thank you very much for $10. What'd you say, for every 15, Charles? You put in 5? All right. We'll see if we get a roll here. If that was the start, and I don't know. Hopefully we can come up with a little something today. If not, it's fine. It's okay. Not required. One thing to understand. Oh, Charles is talking about where to meet some of the girls. Yeah, malls, restaurants, just walking around. Listen, man, I'm trying to take. All right, this is going to be a good part for me. I'm going to stay focused. I'm not going to read any comments right now. I'm just going to focus. I want you to hear this. Okay. If you go to a mall, there are, depending on how big the mall is, there are hundreds of Thai girls there that would probably be super wonderful to date. Calm, relaxed. Thank you very much, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin just sent 15 in. All right. And Charles is going to wait to the end of the live stream before he sends his, just so you guys know. But thank you very much, Mr. Griffin. That was another $15 there. Let me get it pulled up here. They're actually sending me emails now. I'll cover up Griffin's name, but just so you know it's real, do you see because he's got his whole name in there. See the note under $15? It says make Charles pay. All right, so thank you, Griffin. Much appreciated, brother. So that cash app threw me off a little bit, but that's okay. I'll get it right back. Just give me 1 second, guys. Brain power dysfunction this morning. Being in the malls. Okay, so if you go to a mall and meet these girls, these are going to be girls that make, $7,000 baht a month, 8,000 baht a month, maybe 10,000 baht a month. So if you come over here as an American and you make 1,500 or 2,000 US dollars a month, as long as you got a savings account, right? Or as long as you got some money invested somewhere, or have a financial cushion, to those girls, you are rich and you are wealthy. Do you understand how that works? I really hope you guys get it. Be prepared, Travelies. Yes, sir. Be prepared. We're talking about all the best way I can tell you how to be prepared is to tell you what it's like to date a Thai girl for a long time. Okay. And to tell you what it's like to date a couple Thai girls. The first Thai girlfriend I had was a university student when I moved here. She's super smart. Civil engineer now. She's graduated. I keep up with her on Instagram and stuff, but we don't really talk anymore. We did for a while, but not. I feel kind of bad about it when I got my girlfriend here, and that's even though it's been a very, very long time. She is technically my ex, so and that brings me to jealousy. Okay, Thai girls are some of the most jealous women I've ever met in my entire life, with the exception of Filipinas. There is no. I've never experienced jealousy and control issues and self-esteem issues as much as I did in the Philippines. I really hadn't. It's jealousy is a real thing over here. So my suggestion to you, this is what I do, and it works well. I'm not saying that this is what you should do. I'm just telling you this is what I do. And I tell my girl everything. Thank you, Roger McGee. Roger McGee just sent in 15 more. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So I tell her absolutely everything. If I go, she has no problem with me going to Pattaya and doing a photo shoot with another girl. If you don't believe me, become a channel member and go look at the behind the scenes photo shoots. All those took place while I've had my girlfriend. So if you're open and honest and they really understand, let me show Mr. Roger McGee's $15. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. If you, oh hell, I forgot what I was talking about again. Jealousy. If you are open and honest with the girl, this is if you really want to be with a girl over here, like in a relationship, and you're honest with them. Number one, that's something they're not used to. Okay, a lot of frang and a lot of or falang, whatever you want to call it, and unfortunately, according to girls that I know, some of their boyfriends here don't always treat them the best. So you bring a little bit of hopium to their life. Even if you're not wealthy, or even if you're not the perfect guy, if you can make them smile, make them laugh, and have a decent conversation with them, I mean, it's just easy to date over here. It really is. If you don't believe me, go on Tinder or Thai Friendly and just look at the number of single women over here. The population of women to men over here, the rate, I forgot what the ratio was, but I don't think it was quite 2-to-1, but it was pretty close. So should be all right. Let's see. Automanasia, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well down there. I've been watching some videos from Mexico, so I hope you are enjoying yourself, brother. Charles White, in the malls, look at the girls working in the mall, not shopping, and looking like they're dressing high. So exactly, because especially the younger generation of Thai girls over here, I have observed them. They don't really make a lot of money, but every penny they spend goes to fashion, right? That may be the girl that you kind of want to shy away from a little bit, because she's going to want clothes and all this. And listen, this is not just about Thai women. This is just in general, right? So if you find a girl, you want to date a girl, and she seems to be very materialistic. If you got money to blow and that doesn't bother you, go for it. Who am I to judge? But if you don't have money, just don't even try to go down that path. It's just going to end in her leaving you for somebody that does have money. So don't do it, man. Hey, Jeff. Let me read some comments here, man. Let's see here. Giovanni says he's staying single anyway. No worries there, brother. Sometimes that's the best way to be. Charles says that Tim, let the girl know as soon as you are interested that you will date her. But her outside expenses like family is her issue. Boom. And that's such a good comment, Charles, because I let my girl know straight up from the beginning. I was like, listen, I'm in the process of building my life. I'm in the process of building financial stability. It's going to take me 10 years. I'm just barely getting started on that journey. I think this year, if everything works out correctly, I will, for the first time in my life, be able to say I saved more money in a year. Well, I can't say I saved more than I spent, but I saved more than I ever have before this year. Let's put it that way. And that is a big step for me. You know how hard it is when you got savings that you know it is allocated for other reasons, like you're going to need it down the road. Like my health insurance and all that other stuff is already set aside because I know I'm going to need it. And then you also know that you desperately need something to walk around and record with, and you also need a new computer because you can't really use this one anymore. So, except for live streams, it's just Adobe Premiere is having all kinds of problems on here. Anyway, the point is, I let her know that I wasn't rich, and it was going to be a while before I had enough wealth to be financially stable. And do you know what she said? I don't care. I just want to be with you. I work. You work. That's it. When times got tough, stressful for her, she went a month or so without a job. And, no, she went 2 months without a job. During that time, none of the contributions that came in went to her. Like, none. None. And I would just simply give her money to go to the grocery store. She'd go to Macro, come back home with a week's worth of food for, I don't know, 2,000 baht, $60. And I don't know, it's kind of good. It's kind of what I was looking for in a girl, She really takes care, and that's something you'll hear a lot over here in Thailand too, is take care of yourself. That's what they'll say, take care of yourself. So while it can be a courtesy, just a courtesy, I agree, Roger. It can be a courtesy. I also think that it could be more than a courtesy. You just have to be able to read between the lines. And let me tell you, I've been in Southeast Asia now. I've been in Southeast Asia for going on 5 years now. So, because the first part of that was spent in the Philippines, and one of the major differences between here and there is you can spot the any kind of fakeness super easy in a Thai chick, or I shouldn't say Thai chick, I should say Thai woman, okay, or a Thai girl. You can spot any kind of oh, I really like you. Hey, can we go eat at this 5,000 baht meal restaurant? You can spot that almost instantly. In the Philippines, whew, and again, I'm speaking in generally, in generalities here. So in the Philippines, and again, this is the majority of what I ran into. This is not talking about every Filipino. God knows I have a Filipino in my photo shoot. Filipino lives here in Thailand. It's like a sister to me. So, but there is, they can fake it for a long time. I know that from my personal experience. Like they can fake like they really like you while they have a sugar daddy. So, yeah, I got played in the Philippines. And it happens, All right, comment time. So, Tim says different. Charles says, Tim, let the girl. Oh, I read that one. Tim says different. I need because I have zero game here in the States. Yes. And that's something you don't have to worry about over here. You don't have to have game, right? And you don't have to be worried about age brackets and all that bull crap. Look, man, I don't care how old you are or how young, as long as from 18 to infinity, right? As long as you're legal, I don't care if you fall in love with somebody half your age. That's up to you. Who am I to judge? Like it doesn't affect my life. I just simply don't get wrapped up in stuff like that. I don't know why people do. And for you, older retired gentlemen, it should be a blessing, really, because you can come over here and find a girl in the early 30s. They look like they're 20, but they're definitely in their early 30s or so. Very mature, established, and you're on your way, brother. It just is what it is. And I hear you, Tim. Charles says, if she persists, then don't date her. That is an excellent point, Charles. I'll let you guys decide what that means on your own. And I says, so if you date a girl and take her away from her family, then she is going to contribute. If you kill her career by moving her, then guess what? Yeah, so that's true. In cases, that's true. Now, for me personally, I didn't move the girl. The girl was already where I went to. And she's still working in the same career, so I'm okay. But yeah, a lot of times the guys try to move girls out of their money making, whatever they're doing, and then they try to get them away from their family. Family is a huge deal over here in Thailand. Huge deal. Just like the Philippines, right? The difference is Thailand, and I'm not saying it's not this way in the Philippines either, but there's just a little difference, and I couldn't explain it to you unless you were somebody that had been living in both countries. But in Thailand, the family is everything. Like over here, yes, there's technically a social security system, but you'd have to read the fine print on that. Trust me, it's not enough money to live off of. and they don't have, big retirement plans like some of the Western countries do. So, with that being said, let me make sure that I reiterate. Their retirement plan is to have babies, because if they have enough babies, and I actually heard somebody say this, they want to have 3 or 4 kids, because if something happens to one of them or 2 of them, they'll still have one left to take care of them when they retire. And that's not that to the Western mind, that sounds just right, but over here it's totally normal. Totally normal. Just like the nightlife areas like Pattaya, Phuket, even areas in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, the islands around here. Some of the islands have some great. Koh Chang has a great nightlife. So when you go there and you're looking for a girl, you're probably looking for a short-term relationship, most likely, right? You would be surprised at how well you're treated if you're just kind and humble. That's it. And I'm gonna do a channel members only video on what to stay away from in Pattaya and what to stay away from in even though I've already got some of this information up on playlist, but I'm gonna do a deep dive breakdown into. In fact, I might do it in our line group. That way, we don't have to worry about YouTube at all. But I'm gonna explain the actual difference and what not to do. Okay, and what you should look out for. Let's see. Jack says, I'm 60. A 30 to 45-year-old woman would be okay for me, but I keep hearing it doesn't make a difference from a 23-year-old. That's true. It doesn't make a difference. And that's part of the culture over here. That's what I want you to understand. That the culture of time, the only people that are going to frown on you, Jack, if you date a 23-year-old girl, are the people that can't figure out how to date a 23-year-old girl. That's it. Or somebody who just is genuinely jealous, right? And you're gonna run into it, bro. It's just gonna happen. People give this age gap way too. Listen. I'm not talking in any way, form, or fashion. Full disclaimer here. Not talking in any way, form, or fashion about anybody under the age of 18. Okay? I'm only talking about legal adults here. All right? But if you, and 23 is obviously a legal adult. And they're just going to be mad that they couldn't get that young of a girl. Guys like younger women. That's a fact. Women like older men for the most part. That's a fact. I mean, well, it's not a fact if it's for the most part, but in general, that's typically the way it goes. Okay. Let's see. Charles White says, Jack, you have to be aware of what you will have in common with a 23-year-old. That's also a very good point. That's a very good point, Charles. The age gap plays a difference if it's gonna be a different type of world for you to live in, dating someone half your age. But I see a lot of retirees come over here that are like the Walking Dead, basically, and they're just like, I just want to go to Thailand, lay on the beach, and whatever, blah blah blah, and then they get this girlfriend that's a quarter or half their age or whatever, and they know everybody around them in the city they live in, and they take them out partying and do all this stuff, and they put the energy back in their life. I've seen that happen, and I got to tell you, it's, I see it as a good thing. I see it as a positive thing. I really do. I see it as a positive thing for, I see the impact of sometimes dating the younger girl and it bringing life back into the older man, right? I see that happen all the time, which is why I don't have a problem with it. Oh, Roger says, Jack, don't believe that. Okay, travel eats, be prepared. Yeah, man, be prepared. Boy Scout motto, be prepared. That is the Boy Scout symbol, by the way. Just that's not a hand gesture or anything. That's just the Boy Scout symbol. Charles White says I read that. Travel eats. My Filipina ex was not jealous at all. But I think she was an exception, not the rule. If she was an exception, bro, if she wasn't jealous at all, I can assure you that. And I says, got to run. We'll listen to the rest on replay. Cool, Anon. Thank you, man. Girlfriend is, don't keep a Thai girl from food. That's right. Thank you, buddy. Charles White says, agree. Do more life. Don't let your woman doubt your sincerity or trust. Thai and Filipino women are the most jealous of simple things. That's right. And that's an important point. Jealous of simple things. Okay, simplest of things. Who you talking to? Where you been? What time you coming home? That kind of thing. Let's see. He says, Thai and Filipino are the most jealous of simple things. And I'm a hugger, and the girlfriend had to get used to it and understand. Yeah. I'm a big hugger too. I like to hug people, and they get very jealous when you do that. And yeah, they have to get used to it and understand. And Tim says, in order to have a conversation with them, you have to speak the same vocabulary. I'm a little rusty on my Thai. No, you don't. My girl doesn't speak very good English, and I speak barely any Thai. So we just kind of piece sentences together and a lot of hand motions until we figure out what we're talking about. And it's improved over the course of the year, that kind of thing. But at the same time, it's like, there's still those challenges there. Better than my first girlfriend. My first girlfriend didn't speak any English. That's probably one reason. Well, that's one of the reasons why it only lasted a short time. The other reason was I had to move around. So, yeah, I'll just leave that at that. Let me get these comments and then we'll wrap up the stream here. Roger says, my lady gave me a gold diamond ring and told me I'm not allowed out of the house without that ring on. That I believe that, Roger. I believe that. Charles White says, Roger McGill, LOL, I know that one. Mine wanted me to wear one. Travel Eats, awesome. Same for me. I finally started investing because I had extra savings. There you go. Good to hear, man. Jeff, she's a keeper. She is, definitely. How old is your lady, Jeremy? She is 29. Tim says, you want to see fakeness? Watch a Filipino lady on a Navy base on Saturday. I've heard those stories. Charles says, just to bring something up, buying gold for your girlfriend is a security issue. They worry when you may be gone from their lives. True. After you keep them for a while and assure them that you're not leaving them, the gold purchases go away. That can be true. Jay East, good morning, man. Good topic. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Tim says, but Thai women don't want to move to start with, right? For the most part, they want. I've met Thai women that wants to travel and then, of course, come back to Thailand. But I haven't really met a lot of Thai, and they do leave. Thais do leave. They go abroad as overseas foreign workers, OFWs, and then. Let's see, we have the OFW, we have the girls that will leave with their men to go back to their home country for a little while, and then some girls will go and stay permanently. It just depends on what you got. It depends on you. Tim says that's called survival. Charles says, Tim, most want to be near family, but not all. Mine wants to be near the beach. She's willing to relocate anywhere I want, so long as it's near the beach. Her family is landlocked in Nissan. Kind of a similar situation here. Stuck in Florida. What's up, man? Good morning. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you are here, man. Having enough kids to take care of the farm family was common pretty much everywhere not that long ago. That's true. That's true. Not just here in Thailand or anywhere in Southeast Asia. That was true in America and everywhere else. So it's a good point. So very good point, as usual. Jay says, kind, humble, sincere, be honest, and shows sincere interest in Thai culture. That last part is something I hadn't touched on, Jay, and that's an excellent point, brother. Show some interest in Thai culture, okay? So your Thai girlfriend is going to want you to be interested in Thailand and Thai culture. She's going to want you to go to temple with her sometimes. Go. Learn about the Thai culture. The whole reason to be in Thailand is, there are many reasons to be in Thailand, but one of the things you can't overlook when you come here is the difference in culture, right? And why not take advantage of it? You'll grow as a person, I promise you. Age versus maturity. What you say, JC? I think you can be mature at any age, but only with age comes wisdom. That's what I think, Jay. Tim says, hey, Stucky. Stuck says there was no SS, very few retirement plans before about 1950. True. Robert says, hello, Stucky Florida brother. Stuck says, hello. Jay says, okay, we got a hello going on here. Yeah, Jay, I'm looking at your LOL comment. Alan says, gonna need a lot of blue pills. I'm sorry, I don't get that reference. I know what red pill is, but I don't know what blue pill is. Tim must know what it is because I have no idea. Blue pill. Sorry. I got you. Yes, you may need those. Sorry, it took me a second, guys. It's Sunday morning. Give me a break. Yeah, I got you on that, Alan. That's funny. Roger says 60, dating a 23-year-old can work for a while, but in 20 years you're 80 and she's only 43. That might not work near as well. Fair point, Roger. Tim says all questions I refuse to answer because I just don't know. Fair enough. Tim says I have lived those stories. I hear you, bro. Roy Gold, I am always with my Thai girlfriend when she goes to the temple. She got me into meditation. Cool, man. That's something you enjoy? Great. Tim says, remember, I don't know what that is. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Hi, Panpon. Panpon just popped in. Hi, Panpon. But I'm going to wrap this up. I hope this helped. Leave your questions, comments below. If you're watching this on replay, let me know what I can do to advise you anymore. And if you need a suggestion or two, I'm willing to give it. And if I can't, I'll put you in touch with a person that can. Jay says, I will retire in Thailand. Thailand saved me from myself. I feel like it saved me from myself too, Jay. To be honest with you. I love you guys. I want to thank all of you that contributed tonight. You have no idea how much I appreciate that, especially at this time. I really appreciate it, guys. And I'm good, Pampon. I hope you are. And with that being said, I really don't have... I think that's it. I just wanted to make sure I got everything. There's Charles' $15 match. That's $5 for every $15 that was added in here. And thank you very much, Mr. Charles White. I appreciate it more than you could possibly imagine. So we got $15 from Charles White. There we go. Good job. Thank you, Charles, for throwing that out, man. I really appreciate you throwing out the challenge. I want to say thank you to everybody who contributed. You have no idea how much these little bits add up and start to help. Jay says, great to see you, brothers. JC, Thanksgiving next week here in the state. Yes, sir. Enjoy that time with the family. I heard it's going to be the most expensive Thanksgiving ever. I'm sorry to hear that, but enjoy it with your family and friends, no doubt. Charles, thanks again for throwing out the challenge. Thank you all for your monetary contributions. I just can't say thank you enough. Thank you to my moderators. We did have a few trolls pop in here today, and I appreciate you guys nuking them quickly. Thank you. Appreciate that. To my moderators who always do a fantastic job. And 30%. Wow. Finally, I just want to say thank you to everybody in the comment section who asked a question or contributed information in there. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. So, I want to tell all you guys that there's going to be some moves made between the end of November and the 1st of December with the channel, and I'll be bringing channel members up to date on that soon. As for everybody else, I will I'll bring you up to speed when I have everything working and up there. Okay. Love you guys. Love this family. Love DoMoreLife. Love Thailand. And guys, don't be intimidated when you come over here to date Thai girls. There's no reason to be. There's no reason to be. A vast majority of average Thai girls will not look at you for your physical attributes. The vast majority. They're going to look at you and judge you by your character, which I really like. So that Jay said it best. Stay positive, do more life. Whatever you do today, be sure you guys do more life. Peace out. Until next time.